Guys, we have arrived at LSFest. It's a long drive. It took us about almost 13 hours to get here. But the rig we had did not let us down. Let me show you how tight we have this truck in here. There's not much room. This is a sled trailer. We put a truck in the sled trailer.
Okay. So right about there.
She is tight in there. Not much room. Like, it's almost up against the side. And we do have to pull these cables out to get the truck out. But
The one that we slid across has to go against the
tech is only open for another 30 minutes tonight. And we want to get this thing teched in tonight so that we don't have to be so rushed tomorrow morning. So gonna get this rolled out and see if we can get up there and get some business taken care of. Straighten her out.
Yeah. Okay. You might have to
Hold
turn
on.
up to the right.
Yeah, it never should have turned in the first place.
No, it was.
Oh, it was against the wall on this side.
Okay. Not gonna hit
It's
this
a
one.
tight squeeze.
Okay. I know.
Yeah, roll it right out. Here we go.
A little tight, but we got her.
All right, it's officially day one at LSFest, and I've already been teched in. They shut down the tech line last night because there were so many cars in line. Like 8:30 last night, they were still teching cars. So we got in line this morning, teched in, everything's good. Test and tune is now open, and we need to get a few hits in if we can. And I just got the truck turned around, pulled the side pipes off, and turn these guys out so we don't kill the paint. That basically, we just dropped about 30 pounds there. There are a lot of trucks here that are probably a lot faster than me. I'm gonna give it a go, but I mean, I only have a handful of passes on the truck. There's guys here that have been racing their trucks for years. I'm not expecting a lot, but I'm gonna have fun doing it. And I'm gonna give it my all. So pipes are off. I just raised the launch RPM, and I have 5 pounds on the scramble now. And if it'll hook and go straight, it should be a good pass. Now, we did notice that with the truck always going left, I measured the run out on the tire and found out that the right side tire is a ½ an inch bigger than the left side tire, which could play a factor in it going left. So we have switched the tires from side to side, and I haven't done a whole lot with the bar adjustment. I did move this side out a little bit, but we're gonna find out if these changes do anything. So we're gonna do a two-step check right now, make sure it hits the target launch RPM, and then boost. It should be at 6 pounds. And then we're gonna get up in line, try and make a pass. It's already starting to get hot here, and it's only 9:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna get there now, as soon as we get this thing good to go, and make a pass.
And we're good.
Perfect. Everything's working just the way it should. All right, time to get up in the lines.
Success. This truck's never done that before. Did he tighten everything up? Like he's literally never, ever. Holy.
So we're back in the RV because it is hot as balls outside, and I just pulled the USB stick from the truck. The truck went straight. It finally went straight. Whether it's because of the little bar change we made or because of swapping the tires from side to side, I almost feel like switching the tires from side to side made the biggest difference, because that's the first time the truck left straight. But it still wasn't the best pass, and that was totally on me. Looking at the data log, let me show you the slip first. A 1.6 60 foot, not a good 60 foot. And I noticed the truck kind of stumbled or laid over when I let off the button, and I wasn't quite sure what had happened. Because even the 6.0, not a bad pass, but we've been faster than that. So I looking at the log, it was all on me. This green line right here, that's my TPS. That's my throttle positioning sensor. When I let off the button, here's my RPM, you know, on the two-step, I let off the button here. RPM shoots up, my foot comes off, and we go from 97% throttle. Oops, not on the line. Go from 97% throttle down to 12 as it dives. 12%. So that was on me. That's why the 60 foot was so bad. You know, we lost like 3/10 on that 60 foot. And then down track after the third shift, to me in the truck, it felt like it was wandering from side to side a little bit. And I guess it spooked me a bit, right? I let off halfway. I didn't let off full, but it did drop 58%. So I let off a little bit and then got back into it. Boost wise, we got up to 17.2, 17.5. I'm commanding 18 and make it 17.5, not bad. It is pretty hot out today. But all in all, not the worst pass. As soon as they call us, we're gonna go up and make another pass. And hopefully we can be competitive today. So, gonna get some food, make some changes, get back up in the lanes, and have some fun. we're back in the RV. That was a better pass. The converter is definitely hurt. It's doing the same thing that it did before. Basically, it's bogging the engine down. I definitely think I'm exceeding the limits of it. The fact that as soon as I make a pass, it's hurt, and the next pass, it's hurt more. I got to get a better converter. It's all it is. But I'm not wasting this whole weekend. I'm not just gonna stop. If it's hurt, it's hurt. I'm just gonna keep going until something breaks. Because I feel like in this class, I can actually be competitive. I just gotta try and work around this converter issue. And let me show you what's going on so far. So my mile an hour was a little bit slower, but my 8th mile was quicker. 60 foot was a little faster, but if you look at the data log, this is where I was on, trying to get on the 2-step. Usually it's a flat line and it just goes, you know, just and it didn't even do that. It just kept creeping up, and it was struggling to get on the 2-step, and it didn't even hit it. Like, it should have been around 3,800 or so, the 2-step, 3,700, and it didn't even get there before I let off the trans brake. Usually it builds boost faster than that. So whatever, it is what it is. And then it did its normal thing, and I didn't let off once. You see, I mashed the gas. Not until the run was done did I let off. So no chicken footing here. And I mean, right now the only problem is the converter. So there's not a whole lot I can do unless I walk through the vendor area and find somebody that's selling a 2-piece converter for a 4L80 that I can get at a decent price today. That might mean that we're pulling the tranny today if I can secure one. But other than that, we're just going to keep going with what we got, and I'm just going to keep turning it up because the launch can definitely take more. And I think we have one more qualifying pass today, so I'm going to give the launch a lot more boost, more RPM, and see if we can get like back down into the 130s with our launch, preferably low 130s, because right now I'm low 140s. So right now we're just going to kill some time until the next qualifying runs are happening, and yeah, we're just going to try and stay cool for a bit here, and maybe we'll go wander around. right, after 2.5 hours, almost, yeah, 2.5 hours of sitting in the lanes with oil down after breakage, we finally ran, and it was our best pass today. And we finally got the 60 foot back down into the 1.3s. It felt like the hardest launch I've ever had, and I think it might be, but it wasn't enough to edge out the guy next to me. But it's just qualifying, and like I said, there's a lot of fast trucks here. And before that round, I was actually in 3rd place out of 21 trucks, so I'm pretty sure I got knocked down a few pegs now. I should still definitely be in the top half, but my mile an hour is staying fairly consistent. The 60 foot is down, and that's what I was working the most on. Like, I turned up the rev limiter and the launch, like the boost, and it hooked, went straight, ran at 137. So I can probably start adding more down track. And I still haven't hit the scramble button yet. I haven't found a need to. I don't want to push it. It felt like I was on the rev limiter forever that race, which does not help a hurt converter. But we're just going to keep running it until we can't run it no more. I'm going to go pay a visit to the PCT tent tomorrow morning, see if they have any magical converters in their trailer that they're willing to make me some kind of a deal on. And maybe we'll be pulling a tranny tomorrow. So if not, we're just going to keep going with what we got and keep turning it up a little bit more at a time. We have one more qualifier tomorrow, and then we get into eliminations in the evening. So I got some time in the morning to figure it out. But that's going to wrap up tonight, day 1. We'll pick this up tomorrow morning. Back up here in the lanes for our last qualifier. And then this afternoon's eliminations. Hopefully we can get into the top 8. There are 24 trucks in the class now, and I got bumped down to 9th after last night's run. So we're going to turn up a little bit more, and like I said, hopefully we can get in the top 8. I feel like we'll have a better chance there. Well guys, that was a heck of a ride. We raised the boost level on it for that pass, and I think parameters were overlooked. I never thought about checking what the boost cut was, so at least I logged the pass. I'm gonna pull out the USB stick and we're gonna plug it in, and we're gonna see where I screwed up, because that sucked. All right guys, so mistakes were made. We found out why the truck did a nosedive, and yep, some things were overlooked. So it made 18 pounds of boost, and the boost cut was at 18 pounds. So even though we raised the boost, forgot to raise the boost cut. So yeah, it basically blew the tires off it, hit boost cut, and chunked the run. So it did not advance us any further up in the order, but we didn't drop any either. So qualifying is now done. We finished 9th out of 26 trucks. We are now racing the guy that came 18th, and our best pass was a 579. The guy we're racing, his best pass was a 640. So he's probably going to shoot a little higher. Now what I've done is, my neighbor in the pits here is basically, he's a tuner. So he came over and gave me a hand, and we basically redid the whole boost ramp. Instead of boost by gear or boost by RPM, we are now set up to go boost by time. And we are now going into eliminations with a completely different setup, completely untested, and this could be a very big mistake, but if it works, the truck could go faster than it ever has. So we're here for a good time. We're gonna try it, and we're just waiting now to get called up. I believe we're pretty much at the bottom of the order when it comes to pairing, and it's already cooling off, so everyone's gonna be making more horsepower, everyone's gonna be going fast. So as long as we can hook, I think it's gonna be a pretty good show. So I'll see you guys up there. So it looks like we're gonna be battling this beautiful blue C10. It could be a terrible race, but at least it'll be the best looking race. Both of these trucks have been getting a lot of attention. And we are going in untested. Well, guys, we did not get the pass we wanted by any means. So we're out. Round one, we're out. We didn't know what was going to happen. Basically, that was, we rewrote the whole program kind of thing. And I just pulled up the log, and I don't know what happened. When we changed everything, the boost controller was kind of going crazy on the truck. The Mac valves were clicking away. So one of the guys here was helping us out, and he changed some parameters on it, whatever. And I think definitely a mistake was made, because if we look at the data log, here we go. This is my RPM. This is the two-step, right? Bouncing away, 3,800 RPM. The blue line is my boost. During the two-step, like, this is crazy. We're hitting right there. We are 17.5 pounds of boost. We were only commanding 8 pounds of boost on the leave, and we were making 17.5. What did we hit here? 17.6 at one point, right? 17.6. So we're making a lot of boost. Oh, over here is higher. I can see that. There we are, 18.5 pounds. And then when I let go of the button right here, that's when I let go, this sucker shoots immediately to 20 pounds, right? 20. And then it's like the boost controller just shuts off. Like it just drops and drops. 6 pounds. Down to 5.8 pounds. And then it just kind of, that's it. That's basically wastegate. The rest of the ride. Yep. So, we're going to take another look at this. We're going to see what happened. And then there's a chance tomorrow, because we're out, a lot of classes are finished now. We might see if we can get in on the Grudge test and tune, just to see if we can make any kind of progress here. Because that pass, it lit the tires right away, which rightfully so when you leave on 17 pounds of boost, and then immediately hit 20 pounds of boost. And then it was just slow after that. That was my slowest pass because I did it on wastegate. So not an ideal finish to the weekend, but we still had fun. We did make, the truck's going straight now, so that's a huge win. Tomorrow is just kind of a fun, relaxing day now, and we'll pick this up in the morning. Well, so our weekend is officially done. We did not make it through the first round yesterday, and it kind of sucks because I just want to keep racing. But I mean, some things were overlooked in the tune, and so what had happened with that pass yesterday, the boost started, the timer, so it's boost by time. The timer started as soon as I pushed the trans brake button, not when I released it. So when I was doing the two-step, trying to build boost, that's when it started. And 1.5 seconds in is when I saw all the boost. And then when I let off the button, the boost shot up, hit boost cut. And when boost cut hit, it basically shut the boost controller off. So I ran the rest of the run on wastegate. We've now corrected that because we tested it this morning on the trans brake, and I made 25 pounds of boost on the two-step. So we should have checked that yesterday. I should have did a two-step check yesterday, and we would have caught it. So mistakes were made. We're learning, and I was hoping to get some grudge racing in today, but I just went up and talked to the officials, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. So even with the corrections we made, it doesn't look like I'll be able to make a pass today, which sucks. But we still had a good time, and we're not done yet. We're gonna go and watch. We've met some pretty cool people here, and one of the guys has been helping us with the truck. He's right next to us in the pits, and we're gonna go root him on. And he's been helping us. We'll do whatever we can for him, and we're just gonna watch some racing, hang out, talk to some more people, and enjoy our last day at LSFest.
This is our boy Nick. He's been helping us out all weekend.
So we're just packing up to leave, and this is what we're going through, getting this thing in the trailer. Tire is almost up against that edge. And we are touching on this side. This is how tight this is. We're gonna get her in. We're gonna try backwards this time. And that is a wrap for LSFest. Most of the people have already left. We got the truck wedged in there. Everything's packed up. Awesome event. Definitely coming back, but we're gonna hit the road and get home. We got a 13-hour drive ahead of us. Well, we successfully made it home from LSFest, and it was such a great trip. We're already playing next year, and we had a ton of help, and we're so thankful for the people involved. My brother's boss actually lent us his RV. Like, that's a pretty sick rig to get to use. And yeah, like, I've never even met Rob. Rob's his boss. And if you're ever in the market for a truck, he sells heavy trucks. Next Auto Sales in Cambridge, Canada. I mean, he's nice enough to lend a guy he doesn't even know his camper for a week. I'm sure he's gonna hook you up just fine. So, lots of guys at the track lent a hand on the pickup. We made improvements. We made mistakes, but we're learning, and we're not done this season. Even though Canada has a short season for racing, we're not done. I want to get back to the track. I want to get more testing in on it. We'll squeeze her out of the box here. She is in here pretty tight. Like, look at that spare tire, that's tight. So we're gonna get her out of here. We're gonna get all cleaned up, unpacked. We're gonna wash this rig. We're gonna give it an oil change before we return it, because that's a nice thing to do for someone who's nice to you. And like, look how filthy the thing got. She dirty. We drove through a storm. But great experience. LSFest was awesome. Met tons of great people. And like I said, we're planning next year already. But that'll be it for this video. See you guys next time.